Hi, and welcome to the PagingMrsForever channel. And I'm your host today, Tony. He's done it again, or Tony the Tiger. Today I want to talk about why I consider myself to be an anti-MGTOW. I'm with the anti-MGTOW crowd. That's right, folks. MGTOW, that it stands for Men Going Their Own Way, for anybody listening to the channel who's new. And I'm anti-MGTOW, and I'm going to give you just some of the reasons why. I'm not going to go into an in-depth, comprehensive view. That will be coming later. But as you can see, I want to give you some of the views here why I'm anti-MGTOW and why I believe that is the way to go. Okay, first of all, let's start off with some basics, guys. Okay, we live in a world with 7.5 billion people in the world, of which 49.55% of the world's population is women. Okay, that's a fact. They outnumber us. In some cases, in some parts of the world, 7 to 1. Okay, that's woman. All right. So, with that in mind, we have this yin and this yang, the man and the woman occupying the world together, supposedly in harmony and trying to, whether relationships are single or married, divorced, widowed, etc. Okay? So, we have those family and relationship dynamics. The first reason why I'm anti MGTOW is because, number one, who are you going to the average man only lives to be 75, okay? The average woman only lives to live about 80 years old, at least in the United States, okay? I can't speak on other countries. The life expectancies vary, as you know. So, who are you going to leave your legacy to, okay? Excuse me, legacies is a very important thing. When you die as a man, all of your skills, your talents, all of your money, all of that, you can't take it with you. Who are you going to leave that to if you don't have any procreation, any kids, or any family to leave that to? How are you going to build your personal legacy as you get into your upper middle age and upper age and golden age years, apart from being a millennial or a teenager or a Gen Y or Gen X or Gen Y situation? And then you have to think about this as well. So the MGTOW movement promotes an isolationism and separatism, and is also very selfish into that as well. And so uh, it promotes a selfish type of thing because it takes to take care of me first and worry about someone else later. But as you can see, when we're in relationship and in community with a woman, we naturally want to take that leadership role, okay? Because if you can't lead, if you can't take care of your own body, your temple, as a man, physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, how can you expect to take care of a woman and lead her in the right path as she's looking towards you for guidance, for leadership? Okay, not in a control sense, but just in the sense of to take initiative sense. Okay, so the MGTOW movement says, look, women are not going to control my life and blah, 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 blah. And I get that. We're not talking about control in that sense of domineering. We're talking about the control in the sense of leadership. How are you going to lead as a man in community in this relationship that you desire? And so I'm anti-MGTOW because it denies the fact that the man is supposed to be the leader, the priest, provider, protector, and the sustainer of his family and in community with his family and lead his family to greener pastures. And you can't do that alone and in isolation. I'm sorry, it's just not possible. Okay, so number three, a woman helps balance us out. Uh, they're strong in areas where we're weak at. Their intuition, their gut instincts, their feelings, their emotions are different. They can see things that we can't see, and feel things that we can't feel, and and we're just about getting things done, okay, and doing things in a logical and a rational way, which is great. But sometimes a woman touch that can help balance us out. They can provide that loving, nurturing care for children, uh, the elderly, etc. Okay. Now, Proverbs 12:4 says, "A wife of noble character is her husband's crown, but a wicked wife is like decaying in his bones." Okay, so you get the coin there. You get two of the coin. I'm not saying that there's women out there that doesn't take advantage of man and blah blah blah. But at the same time, if you find that golden nugget, you better hang on to it because I believe that everybody has a soulmate. There's multiple soulmates in this world. Maybe you haven't met him yet. Maybe you haven't met him or her yet, or maybe you have. But everybody has that person that they can relate to, and a woman. So that's not an excuse for not developing yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, preparing yourself to potentially meet this person. And then it's up to you whether or not you guys want to get married or, live together, cohabitate. All that's up to you. But that choice is made available to you. Okay, my friends. So remember. Now, another thing too about the MGTOW movement that I'm against is that, like I said, the isolationism. What better than this gorgeous, beautiful woman that God has given you? Whoever she may be, wherever she's at in this world, to be your cheerleader, to be your confidant. Okay, when all others are breaking loose on your job and in your school and at work, at church, at your home life, your friend's life, she is your confidant. She is your compliment. She is your helpmate. How can you deny something so pretty, so put together package tailor made just for you, and say you're gonna be celibate or not, engage in this type of relationship that God wants you to engage in? Okay, you have urges too. How do you deal with those sexual urges? How do you deal with those mental urges when God has placed somebody in your life, this woman who's designed specifically for you, even though she may get on your nerves sometimes or whatever the case may be, she's designed for you. When you meet that person, you will know, my friends. Okay, so do not go MGTOW. Come back to the fold. Anti-MGTOW is where it's at, because once again, God designed us to be in community. He designed us to be in relationship, a man and a woman, not anything else. Okay, not with animals, not with each other, not with by yourselves in the monk dome. Some people can be celibate. Yes, I know there's people that celibate, but that's because they're trying to get closer to God. So if you're not getting closer to God, you're not doing any self-reflection. You're not using your gifts and talents to help women and help yourself. Then what are you doing? You're not doing anything but just living in isolation, saying, "Well, I'm gonna stay in my room because all women they hurt me. She rejected me. I'm sad now. She rejected me. She don't like me." Look, man, there's I just told you there's 49.5%, 49.55% of the world's population is women. There is somebody for you, for everybody. Humpbacks, deaf, blind, maimed, whatever you okay, fat man, skinny man, whatever you need, there is a woman out there that can be for you and that's willing to be your helpmeet and provide and work for you. But you gotta have a positive attitude. You gotta put in the work, and you gotta stop this MGTOW stuff. And you got to get into building legacy, building a consistent leadership pattern, so that when the woman does come into your life, you can be prepared to lead and to be in community as partners, as complementary partners, instead of talking about being fighting somebody with feminism and against and all that. But God won't send you somebody like that if you just pray and trust Him. And so that's part one of why I'm anti MGTOW. If you have any questions, leave some comments and don't forget to subscribe. I'll answer your questions. And by the way, guys, it's just a random picture. It's just a generic picture. I know she's fine. Unfortunately, since I'm anti MGTOW, I haven't met the soulmate yet, but she's coming. But this is a random picture. Thank you very much for joining me. See you on part two. Have a great night. Bye bye.